to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. A warm welcome. Here we are at the Estadio El Sadar, a stadium named after a nearby river in Pamplona. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Osasuna facing Real Madrid.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
So the initial 11 for the home side.
Well, it's certainly a back four, but I think we'll see a lot of rotation in midfield. They just need to have a good understanding about when to support the front player and when to drop that little bit deeper. It certainly looks like a 4-5-1 to me.
And the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Federico Valverde plays alongside Aurélien Tchouaméni in the centre of midfield. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. So the first half begins. Let's see what unfolds. Rudiger. Federico Valverde. Camavinga. Real find themselves in a position of menace. Kylian Mbappe, and a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first.
Well, as we see it again, just watch how well the cross is delivered. Low, hard and accurate. And from that sort of range, you'd be shocked if Mbappe missed out. He just keeps showing us what a top finisher he is.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? And teammates around him. And there it is, penalty. Can they extend their lead? And a goal! He was composure personified, and he's done his job from the spot.
Yeah, waits for the keeper to move and then dinks it down the middle. Great shot.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Aymar Oros. Oh, they'll be disappointed. It looked promising.
Well, they made some good decisions there.
Courtois. Rudiger has it. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And a chance now, Alexander-Arnold. And holds onto it confidently. Real did well to regain control of the ball. Eduardo Camavinga. Possession ceded by the Merengues. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Huge block. Courtois. On the ball, Rudiger. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Out of play, Real Madrid throw here. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Fantastic ball. Could pull one back here. Really good piece of good. And there it is! A goal! I must say, much to the annoyance of the keeper.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent. Well, they've gone to sleep here, and he can't believe it. This will be an interesting game now.
And the ball is moving again. Anyone's guess how this is going to finish. 2-1 currently. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Now with Alexander-Arnold. Courtois. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Well read defensively.
Yeah, he makes those interceptions so well.
Federico Valverde. Real Madrid couldn't maintain possession. Oros. Here's Ruben Garcia. And Real come away with it. Plenty of support here. Can he finish? And really wanted to extend their advantage.
Yeah, that could prove to be a big miss.
Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Moncayola. Oros. Oh, this is looking promising. And look at this!
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
So they get the game restarted, and the story here, back from the brink. Eduardo Camavinga is with Vinicius Junior. Attacking possibilities for Real. Nicely timed tackle. Could catch them on the break. And very nicely positioned to win it back. Valverde. And he's through here. Surely now. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, let's take another look. Yeah, he won't get an easier finish than that. The defending was all over the place, though.
On with the game then, 3-2. What will happen next? That's going to do it for the first half. The referee blowing the whistle here at the Estadio El Sadar. Well, the verdict on Kylian Mbappe, in a word, positive.
Well, what a first half he had. I thought he was outstanding. He caused the defenders all sorts of problems with his movement and pace, and he fully deserved his 2 goals, and I expect more from him in the second half.
So the second half begins. Who will steal the show? Ruben Garcia. Failure to keep the ball on the part of Real. Plenty of support here. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Almost the chance they could get caught out on the break here. Well, a disappointing end to that break. Real in a good position out wide. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Chance to do damage. Camavinga. Just can't get it past him. Corner to Real as they try to press home their advantage. Trying to pick out a teammate. Well, couldn't really direct it where he wanted. And Real doing well to win it back. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. That's a useful cross. And he's clear as lines. Now, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Able to skip past his man. Oh, chance! The woodwork might take a bit of time to recover from that.
Yeah, you're right. It was well struck, but it should be a goal, really. Well, Real Madrid have certainly had all the possession over the last 15 minutes, creating lots of chances now, and you think if they do get another, it's going to be tough for the opposition to find a way back into this.
Yes, it's going to plan, and they might be able to carve out another chance. Mbappe. Well, the header at least made the goalkeeper think. Moncayola. Successfully cut out. Well, that's a clever ball. Oh, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Chance to play it in. Well, in the final analysis, not quite precise enough. Goal kick here. He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change.
Con el 10, Mbappé, y con el 6, Camavinga. Entrará en la cancha con el 26, Gonzalo, y con el 19, Dani Ceballos.
And losing possession. An interesting pass. Vinicius. Well, possibilities inside the box. And fisted away. And there's the clearance, and that'll be a corner.
In those situations, anywhere will do.
But he's gone short with it. This looks interesting. Well, that's a really top-notch piece of defending. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. And Real with the ball again. Dani Ceballos. And snuffed out the danger immediately. Well, they need to get tighter. And quite simply wide of the target.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still plenty of time to find an equaliser. Surely they get another chance, maybe two.
Well, dealt with that ball comfortably. Could pose a threat on the counter. They need to shore up the defence. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack.
Yeah, they really did look solid on that occasion. Really good defending.
Real Madrid get the throw in. Well, there's still scope for late drama here. 5 minutes left and just one goal between the sides. Decent looking pass. Valverde. Ceballos. And cutting it out.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere in here. The fans doing every bit to try and spur their team on for this equaliser.
Teammates available. Can he finish them off? He's done it! What a climax to this game!
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Oh, that's brilliant play. Nice looking pass. Could pull one back here. Palmed away by the keeper. And suddenly on the front foot. And defensive play to be applauded. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their overall performance?
Well, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park well. Going forward, there was some really nice, incisive play too. It's a good result for them.
Well, choose your descriptive word where Kylian Mbappe is concerned. Explosive is one adjective you could use, Stuart.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.